I have a bad news for you, I'm afraid. So let's put some melancholic music into the background. And let's start.
Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters!
Hello, this is Michal from Should You Play It? And we're gonna look into the question, why is there no multiplayer to Ghostbusters the video game remastered version? The game was originally released in 2009 on PC, PlayStation and Xbox. There was actually a multiplayer back there, both co-op and local one. There were actually multiplayer missions separate from the main campaign, and it was the only place where players could actually take on roles of the official 4 Ghostbusters, as the main campaign puts them into the role of a nameless rookie. But the multiplayer was cut out of the PC version. In 2017, the game was put down from the Steam, so you couldn't buy it there anywhere. For everybody who bought it before and legally owned it, you could still play it, but nobody could buy the game anymore. A year ago, in 2019, the Epic Games announced that there is going to be a Ghostbusters video game remastered version, and it's going to be Epic exclusive. And when it released, they actually claimed that even though there is no multiplayer, that it is planning. But since probably the game wasn't as successful as they wished for, the multiplayer never happened. And sadly, it probably never will. So why did we lose the multiplayer? What happened? Well, actually, while making the game, a separate company actually created the multiplayer code. But the problem was that it based the code on an unfinished version of the game. And while putting this game together, the studio that is responsible for it, Saber, found 6 different copies of the code for multiplayer, and they said it was impossible to tell which one shipped with the final product. So that is why there is no multiplayer in the remastered version. And because the studio behind the original game bankrupt, it's not possible to get it on the Steam anymore. The only possibility would be if you have it on DVD, on both consoles or PC, or you want to pay a really big money because there's still few Steam keys on the internet and they are selling for a quite high price, over $100 for an 11 years old game. Luckily, the Epic Games decided to give away the remastered version of Ghostbusters for free for 1 week in their usual weekly free games. And even though there is no multiplayer, I take this as an apology and accept it gladly. Because even the game screams for multiplayer, the single player campaign is pretty long and can be fun. Hopefully you did get this game while it was free. If you did not, you should consider subscribing because we are about all free games from Epic. They are free for very limited time, so that's why you should be not only subscribed, but hitting the bell button so you get notification every time we release a video. Lately we do also reminders of these free games to make sure you are not missing any more of these games. So I hope you do, and we'll see you in another video.
Who you gonna call?